Sometimes I'd ask why you're like this, and then I just decide against it. Share. Twitter. Poke. Bird app has been notified. Copy.
Oh, you always gotta notify the Bird app.
Well...
Bird up, you know? It's like you're not happy to have me here.
No, I love having you here. It's just... this... I see we're back to business as usual. No, I love having you.
We're back to bullshit as normal.
I was gonna say business as usual, but whatever.
Well, apparently, Mumsy's beer, so.
One of these
Mumsy,
days...
if you're beer, please go to AA, because that sounds like a problem. I'm back, baby!
Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome.
Hi, welcome to me.
Felix was able to negotiate a day off today, so I decided to kidnap him.
It was a very stern negotiation. It was a lot of pleading, begging, and dear God, you've given me a hell week. Let me have a day.
Yeah, you're flagging to this week, right?
I was.
Right. So
My legs hurt.
I can imagine. So I was having a nasty case of art block, so I decided I'd start looking for something to kind of help get the creative juices flowing again, and I found this thing, so you're welcome.
So here we are.
Yep.
Don't like it? Tough.
Here we are. So, both of us are pretty big fans of My Hero Academia and its universe, so we'll be discussing each option and then picking from what we can agree on. So, yes?
Huh?
Felix, you sound like you're in the bottom of a well.
No.
I think something on your end might have unplugged just a little.
Oh God. How bad do I actually sound? Let me look. Let me listen.
Might have unplugged just a little.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Let me try something.
A video about the new Monster Girl? Well, I am looking at her to see what we can do regarding a script. And we'll probably have something out. I'm not going to say before the end of October because that's real soon, and editing those videos takes a while. So,
how do I sound now?
You sound good enough.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, whatever disconnected has reconnected.
Good enough. Hello? 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 No, it hasn't.
Oh.
I can still hear that I am fucked up.
We'll just go from here.
What the fuck is going on with my mic? Hold on.
Oh. Anyway, so we're gonna be kind of picking through these as we go instead of going from top to bottom, because doing these in order is gonna be weird. So, while Felix figures out what has happened to his mic, I'm.
How about now?
So, while Felix figures out what has happened to his mic,
Oh God, no!
Let's just go with what we're. I mean, we can still hear you, and we can figure out what's going on fully afterward. Okay?
I'm gonna drop out of the call and come back in. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is fucking weird. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you sound great. Whatever's going on has resolved itself.
you sound great.
Yep, nope, that's it. That's what it took.
Well, I guess now we know.
Has resolved.
But yeah, anyways, to answer the question about the new Mamono, those videos take a long time to edit, so we'll probably have that out before the end of November. And by out, I mean out as early access for our lovely, lovely patrons.
You guys are the real bosses.
Yeah. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically go through this, kind of ping-ponging through it, and then as we're going through it, sort of figure out our thoughts on the matter, and then kind of decide from there. Because group decision is actually really very much a challenge. Scooch down a little bit more. So, Felix, which one do you want to start with? As just a discussion point.
Doesn't matter to me.
Give it a minute. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
What did you do?
I have done nothing.
What did you do, Susan?
I did nothing. Anyways, since that seems to have fixed itself, whatever that was. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ichi ni san sen. No wait. Ichi ni son yon go roku.
I think you're going to summon common at this point.
What did you do with a hot tea bag, Mums?
What have you done to yourself this time, you cursed existence?
Oh God. Every time he says something I don't want to ask, but I feel compelled to.
Okay, you know what? Let's start with Let's start with, do we prefer villains or the pros? How's that sound for a good, sort of starter?
Sure.
Mumsy, what the hell?
What the fuck? I would ask how, but
it's you. For those of you who cannot see the live chat, Mumsy, one of our dear friends who we love dearly, has apparently recently stuck his hand into a cup of hot tea.
Oh my God.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to, I guess, is our lesson for today.
I worry about you, Mumsy, I really do.
I think We all do in some small way. So butchering Japanese summons Cadmus's player. Either discussing Kamen Rider or saying Japanese badly.
I was counting correctly.
Okay, fair enough.
I wasn't butchering the count.
Might not have summoned Kamen on that count.
Yeah, I know how to count correctly. It's Ichi, ni, son, yon, go, roku, nana, hachi,
I'm,
kyu, ju.
I'm okay. Winces slightly. I don't. Mumsy, I think the day you try to speak Japanese is the day you accidentally summon something. But, yeah. What?
We're just doing a regular drawing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your line art for a second there looked like Shibari. I was getting concerned, like, wait a fucking minute.
Great. If I have to explain what that is now, this is your fault. But anyway, so to go with the question from the prompt, I guess it's a very sort of case by case thing.
In the villain's own arc, they're the best. In any other situation, I like All Might.
Yeah. Yeah, for me too. It's definitely one of those where it's like, wait, what? It appears Mumsy was not entirely listening.
Good.
Yeah, for I was not listening, his hand is under the cold tap. Yes, Mumsy, because that's what happens when you stick your hand in a cup of hot tea. You burn yourself, you absolute specimen of cursedness. But anyway, so as we were saying, yeah, it's definitely one of those. When the villains are the focus, man, do they shine as kind of like stars of the show. But I can't say that I prefer them over the pros.
No, neither can I.
So we will come back to that question. And go with YouTube to throw the book at you. Don't explain. Yeah, I am way too tiny of a channel to get away with that. If you want to know what it is, Google. And then purge your search history.
It's not that bad.
Depends on your definition of bad, dude.
Fair, I guess.
But anyway, as I was saying, let's go with this question here, since that determines hair length.
Yes, Mumsy, we're talking about different types of line art.
And I'm going to switch to a different layer and bust out my blue pencil. So, Grape Boy.
Yeah, what about him?
Do we like him? Do we want him to be yeeted into the sun?
It depends on the episode.
On average, do we like him or do we want to yeet him into the sun?
Depends on the episode.
Do we want to narrow this down by season?
I mean, you can, but I'm still gonna be a little shit about it.
Yes, he is an interesting individual.
Interesting is a word for it.
Yeah. I do appreciate that he never actually gets away with anything he tries to pull.
No, he never does.
The boy never wins.
Has never won, will never win.
Yeah. It's just one of those where you go, okay, how do you exist? So, because he never actually gets away with any of his shenaniganery, and he does have moments of being likable, I am gonna go with longer hair.
Okay. That and you just like longer hair.
Yeah. Long hair is fun to draw because you can do all sorts of fun stuff with it.
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it.
Okay. So time to decide.
Wow.
So time to decide which trio of brain cell holders do we prefer.
Oh?
Do we prefer Bakugo and his little friend trio? Do we prefer Deku and his little friend trio? Or do we like them both about the same?
I think the Baku squad is Bakugo,
Baku-
Kaminari,
And Kirishima.
and Kirishima.
Which
And
is
Deku's
and the
Deku squad is Deku, Uradaka, and Ida. Yeah.
I think if we're going by if we're going by the three guy friends of a group, then for Deku it would be him, Ida, and Shoto. Basically, do we prefer more Bakugo and his friend group, or Izuku and his friend group?
If I'm honest with you,
Yes.
I don't care about either of them because neither of them have my waifu grown up Ashido.
Right.
I have to put that preface in there because my hero fans get all up in fucking arms.
Sometimes people are weird about things.
I get it. I understand. It's weird to say your waifu is an anime girl who's a high schooler. I understand that. I'm not interested in her now. I'm interested in what she can become.
Anyway,
Moving the fuck on.
so, but yeah, in my opinion, these guys have one brain cell between them, and generally Bakugo's holding on to it. And these guys each one of them has their own brain. They don't have to share.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just to prove my point. Look at any still of Kaminari at any point. Does he look like he has a brain?
No.
So, I'm guessing we're going the don't really prefer either route.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Okay then. Excuse me?
You're excused. Where are you going?
One of these days.
Yes?
So, next up, I think.
Don't you run away from me.
What?
Nothing. I'm messing with you.
Of course you are. Of
What
course
I
you are.
do. That's what I do.
Right. So, next we have this little quartet of questions.
Quartet of questions.
Shinso being part of Class 1A, I do think that would be a very interesting sort of thing to think about.
Yeah.
Because I 100% bet that if the exam had people instead of machines,
You would have aced it.
yeah, that the fact that machines are involved is the problem.
Yep.
I think Aizawa brings that up at one point.
Yes, he does.
Repeatedly, I think.
Yeah. Aizawa's like personally training Shinso. Shinso's basically a little Aizawa.
Yep. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? Good. Oh, your mom asked me to remind you to do the cat box? Okay. Love you.
Oh, you two are so cute.
You were correct on your second guess, Mumsy. Shinso is mind control dude. Monoma, I think his name is. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Is the one who can borrow people's quirks. And is kind of a prick.
I don't think he can borrow them. I think he can copy them.
Right.
Because they still have access to their quirk. Monoma can just also have access.
Yeah. But certain quirks just don't happen. Much to his great dismay.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, and... Oops.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
I have Izuku's quirk, which seems to be the strongest quirk ever. Ah! Now let's talk about this.
Just... Hey, wait a minute.
I would like to talk about this. This is all a big misunderstanding, you see.
Gilligan cut to him being politely suplexed into the ground.
Suplex. More like Bakugo picks him up and corkscrew drives him.
Into the ground.
Oh, my grandma's home.
Okay, cool. Now, the second question. So, if we think or know Shinzo should be part of Class 1A, the thing is to do a piercing of some sort. Now, since this character is a Japanese female, who is part of a school, we are probably just going to go the earrings route.
Or just say she has a piercing somewhere and just never show it. And,
just not show where.
And when somebody asks, you just go, nipples.
No. Bad, Felix. I will come back and make the earring a point, and I will come back and do anything with ear shape later.
Oh, come on.
We will come back to that. So
you know I gave the best suggestion.
Okay, so the second question is one that's a little bit weird for me to answer as a 24-year-old woman.
Who's Tamaki?
Amakiji, the anxiety member of the Big Three.
Oh, yeah.
Anxiety boy.
Yeah.
That one is very awkward for me to answer as an adult, but I do think he's an interesting character.
That's not what the question's asking.
I know. Let's just leave that question alone for right now.
I know the answer to it.
You know your answer.
No, I know your answer.
And what do you think that would be?
Oh, it's very simple to answer that for you, Susan. Just feed him some calamari. And see what happens.
I'm well aware of what happens. One of these days, I'm going to reach through my computer and strangle you. You could fix him. You can't! Your character could fix him. You can't fix social anxiety that bad. Anyway.
I can't stop fucking laughing.
Do you need to step away for a minute?
No, that'll only make it worse.
Of course. Are you better now?
I don't know.
So, freckles or no?
I don't know, Susan. Do you like Tamaki?
I think he's an interesting character.
That's not what the question's asking, Susan.
Any weird high-pitched sounds you hear are the sounds of me screaming internally. If I were still in my teens, I would probably think he's cute.
Okay.
But because I am a grown adult, I just go, oh, you are an anxiety-riddled baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that means light freckles.
Okay.
Which teacher you'd want as yours in real life? Izawa or All Might? The thing is, they're both very good teachers in their own right. So it's very hard to pick which one you'd prefer. It's just a matter of which one has a teaching style you enjoy.
Correct.
Aizawa, I get the feeling, would eventually strangle my ADHD ass, though.
He might.
Mumsy, is there something you want to tell us?
Mumsy, is there something you want to share with the class?
The thing is, yes, Aizawa has moments like that, but he also has moments where he looks like an absolute trash gremlin. No. Why do I imagine Spyro after being asked if everything's okay when something breaks? Well, there's that answer. If you want to... From the perspective of, would the teacher throttle me or not, we're probably going to have to go with All Might just for my continued survival. Okay, now for which sort of big baddie we prefer. Chisaki or Shigaraki? This one is a little tricky for me because it's going to kind of be a how are... Yeah, so it's just... I suppose it becomes how are we defining prefer?
Which one's sexier?
For me, personally, neither. I want nothing to do with either of them. They're both batshit insane.
I know which one you're gonna pick.
Oh?
Chisaki has been directly shown hurting little children, and you're a mom. Shigaraki has never been shown directly hurting little children.
Didn't we see him, disintegrate his entire family, including his little sister?
That was while he was a little child.
So I guess that doesn't count.
Yeah, he didn't have really any control there.
He still doesn't have any control over his quirk. He doesn't even have any control over him at the moment.
He's got some good control over his quirk now.
That he has some shit going on is what he has.
Yeah, no, that's also true.
So, strictly due to Chisaki's history, he is out of the running as a preferred. So that leaves Disintegrating Boy, who desperately needs to be just firmly immersed in, skin lotion or something.
Skin lotion as well, but also love.
Yes, it's just Apparently, there's a weird amount of art out there pairing him with Mirko.
Okay.
It's just like, why? I'm not.
Because
I'm not.
people like goth boys and thigh-high bunny girls. What do you want?
Okay, fair. If you read the manga, two-tone hair, anime only, pointy ears. So there is no option here for both. And between the two of us, we do both. So, oh, here's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
There may not be an officially stated option for both, but both is always an option.
True.
And it's not really a case of I prefer one over the other, I like them both equally. It's just definitely a. Because I know some stuff does not migrate to the. When translating things from manga to anime, some things get left on the cutting room floor.
Yes.
And if I want to get better context for. It's also, for me, it's also kind of a lot like the subtitles versus dubbed thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to multitask, I'll watch something dubbed, but if I can really give it all of my attention, which, oh boy, if I can really give it all my attention and I want to sort of understand where something is coming from, I will watch it. Subtitled.
Okay.
I've watched well, we've watched Rosario Vampire subtitled version.
Only 2 episodes, though, because we stopped that for some reason.
I think it was because I realized what was coming up next and felt distinctly uncomfortable.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Yukari's not that bad.
Fair.
She's, like, bad in her opening episode, and then she gets 0 screen time.
It's like, I'm here! It's like, I'm here! Politely buggers off.
I'm here, and you'll be reminded of that every now and then.
I will occasionally make an appearance. Okay. So. This is definitely going to be an interesting looking young lady.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is a thing in Fairy Tail. That chick needs counseling.
That's Mizure, not Yukari. Mizure is the stalker.
Although she's just pretty darn sure from what you've told me, she just has really bad social anxiety.
That too. I like Mizure. I adore Mizure.
As you've said.
Mizure is waifu.
As you've said.
Here's the thing, though. Mizure gets little to no screen time in Rosario Vampire because she technically wasn't in any of the episodes they cover in season 1.
Right, because season 1 did some weird stuff with the timeline, with timeline.
All of Rosario Vampire's anime does weird shit with its timeline. I can complain about Rosario Vampire's timeline like there's no tomorrow.
You can complain about that almost as much as you can roast Sasuke's character decisions.
Which is a lot.
While I'm lining over things, would you like to do that?
Roast Sasuke or talk about Rosario Vampire?
Dealer's choice.
Fun. There's a lot to cover in each. So let's talk about Rosario Vampire first, and how fucked that timeline is. Allow me to pull up my Hulu real quick. Because I'm going to need a visual aid. Because it's a lot, and I want to get all my information right.
Right.
So, Cool. Okay. So first up, let's start with this. Episode 1 and 2 are just as they are put in the manga.
Right.
Episode 1 is Mocha, episode 2 is Kurumu Kurono. Immediately after that, we changed the timeline.
So, timeline divergence occurs extremely early.
Yes. Our first timeline divergence is the fact that Yukari is episode 3. In the manga, Yukari doesn't come in until, like, chapter 5.
So there's a while to establish Mocha and Kurumu as just them.
Yes. The actual next chapter is what it becomes episode 5 in the anime School Swimsuits in a Vampire. It's about Tsukune and Mocha trying to find a club. Because in Japanese high schools, for some reason, you need to be in a club or else you're doing it wrong.
Oh.
Don't ask me why. I don't know.
I think that might be one of those where, like, we need to ask Common about that.
Yeah. So the club that they try to get into, because Tsukune sees all the cute girls in bikinis, and his thought is instantly, oh man, Mocha in a bikini.
Because this is a straight teenage boy.
Yeah, I can't blame him for this.
Can Mocha even swim?
No! But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know about vampires and their basically water allergy.
Well, he go and find out.
Yeah, and Mocha's very upset that he didn't just know, and that's what leads to their small little conflict of interest, like, Scooter, damn, you asked me to go swimming! Back!
Him. What?
What the fuck did I do?
What did I do wrong this time?
Yeah.
Makes
and
sense.
then we find
He found out vampires are real, like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. And then we find out, oh, these are mermaids that operate on old-timey siren rules. They're luring people into the ocean so they can steal their life force. Mocha comes in. Kurumu explains, Tsukune, you idiot! Vampires can't touch purified water!
Him. Oh. Also him.
Fuck!
I'm on gas.
Yeah. He takes off the Rosario. Inner Mocha comes out. She is incredibly resistant to anything that would put a normal vampire down because she is an S-class vampire.
Which effectively means she will mop the floor with your intestines.
Which effectively means, fuck you and everything you stand for.
Within a 3-mile radius.
And she proceeds to kick the living shit out of
A pack of
The swimming club.
who are a pack of sirens.
Yeah.
You'd think the
And
school
she
would have
wins.
noticed that being a problem.
I really feel like the teachers here don't give a shit.
It's like, are any of you committing felonies or crimes against general decency and creation? No? Okay then. Mid-
Are any of you actively killing people? Yes? Alright. And then next episode is actually the episode Newspaper Club in a Vampire. Where we meet Gin. We meet Gin before we meet Yukari.
So, question.
Yeah.
The issue is that the water needs to be that the vampire water problem is purified water, right?
Yeah.
Why not just depurify the water real quick?
Mocha has special herbs, but they're back in her room. And by the time she gets there, she needs to go.
Right now.
Yeah.
So it's a time!
Yeah.
Notice, care, it's a seesaw.
Yeah. Yeah, we get Newspaper Club in a Vampire, which is just called all these episode titles. I don't care for them because they're all, oh, it's a succubus and a vampire, a math and a vampire. Shut up.
We get it. There's a vampire.
Just shut up. But yes, we get the Newspaper Club episode next. We get introduced to Gin, and our original Newspaper Club is just Gin, Kurumu, Mocha, and Skune.
Okay.
From Newspaper Club, that's where we get Yukari, because now midterms are happening.
And she's here for midterms for some reason.
Well, we find out Yukari is the smartest girl in the school because she scored the highest on her midterms.
Wait,
Mocha is the 7th smartest person in the school. Kurumu is somewhere south of failing, and Skune is perfectly average.
makes sense. Doesn't want to stand out too much.
No, it makes sense because he's kind of dumb. What's up?
Stug, I think you're confused. Again.
No.
Well, he said My Hero
That's not
Academia.
what...
We're not talking about My Hero Academia right now. I got him on a rant and we're just here now.
Yeah, this is about Rosario Vampire, which is not about Twilight at all. Vampires can actually die due to normal circumstances.
And occasionally the things that put vampires in the ground.
Yeah. Sunlight doesn't kill Mocha as far as we can see, but that might just be because Mocha's an extremely powerful vampire.
Mocha is a vampire powerful enough to say, screw you, I do what I want.
Yeah. It could also be because in the Yokai Academy, there's a special barrier up, and that's filtering out some of the UV light that could harm Mocha.
Well, we know she went to a human school at one point, so...
Right. Could be because of her seal, could be because she's extremely powerful. Unsure. Sunlight doesn't kill her, but it doesn't make her sparkle.
The only thing that makes her sparkle is if somebody hits her with glitter.
Yeah, no, the only thing that makes her sparkle is when Skune gets the lovey boy eyes on him, and he's just like, aww.
And Skune's having a... and then and then the monster of the week tries to eat his face.
Yeah.
So now comes the tricky bit.
Oh, yes, tricky bit. I'll stop on my rant.
For just a minute. What do I want to do regarding the chest?
Big.
Well, that's some input.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I don't know. So, on the model, the chest is about starts where we notice the chest is right about here at this angle.
My dog's going off about something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's just the mail guy.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out. Okay, how how do. We will come back to that. Mumsy, how long have you been awake? Yeah, so now I'm getting to go, how big do I want her chest to be?
Excuse me 1 second.
What?
I just yelled at my dog and yelled mums.
The meme about MG Hellhounds and Mailmen is hilarious. I'm gonna have to see that one later. Not gonna give that a response. No. Anyway, so what do you say about that?
Sure.
Like, obviously has a chest, but isn't like you have egregious amounts of back pain.
Right. Excuse me, I'm gonna go see what's going on down there.
Your dogs are
I'll
freaking
be right
out.
back.
You're gonna go find out why.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yes, yes, Mums. I think you do need a nap. Mm. Her quirk? I don't rightly know yet. We're still kind of. I think I'm gonna get to that once I finish up her look.
I'm back.
Hi.
I see things have gone downhill since I left.
Only my sanity. There. That's the center line. Maybe me.
But I have gotten the mail since I've been gone. And I got my last Vi stamp that I ordered.
Yay. Yeah, you've just hit me trying to figure out what I'm going to dress this girl in.
School uniform.
Okay, fair enough. Time to see if I can draw that from memory.
I'll get you a picture. Do you want the summer or the winter uniform?
Dealer's choice?
And do you want the girl version?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Just send it to your Discord.
Okay.
See, aren't I a good friend?
Yeah, now I just need to go grab it.
Yeah, go get it. What are you waiting for? Touch the cow, do it now.
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
Do I have no friends that are stable and well put and just why? Anywho.
Any hoozles.
Okay, so So now we're actually having questions about like what this girl's quirk could be. And the jacket doesn't actually overlap until just under the bust. What?
I just found something funny is all.
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to you. You can look at it after the stream.
Okay.
I also saw last night while browsing Twitter for Critical Role that they revealed what the Amethyst Dragons look like.
Trippy, ain't they?
Chunky boys, ain't they?
Yeah.
Mumsy, I'll post it in after session for you. There's some chunky boys. Like, just the look of the dragon makes me want to make an Amethyst Dragonborn. Just be like, he chunky. I like him big. I like him. I'm sorry, Susan.
One of these days, I'm going to snap and strangle you. But that day.
You're the one who invited me on here.
Yep. But that day is not today.
What's up?
Nothing, just everyone in the chat, please just ignore my quiet sounds of distress. I'm just trying to make myself remember how lapels go.
It's okay, Susan. But I just looked in the old Unearthed Arcana for the draconic options that are going to be coming in Fizzbands. Amethyst dragons are force breath dragons.
Yes, their breath can be best described as yeet.
The breath can best be described as a Kamehameha wave coming at your ass. Dodge it, I dare you.
Yeah. Fortunately, it seems like the gem dragons are pretty chill, all things considered.
Oh yeah, I imagined. Except for maybe Topaz, since it's doing necrotic damage.
Yeah, those might not be as chill.
You walk up to a Topaz dragon. I know what you're about. You're a gem dragon. You're all neutral death. Mummy.
Assuming you don't just go splat.
So there is no Ruby Dragon because the Ruby Dragon was the first, the firstborn of all creation.
And they just never made another one.
Yeah, like Bahamut and Tiamat
made it and went, yeah, no, we ain't making more of these.
And then, so, Amethyst is forced, and then there's Crystal for Radiant, which makes sense. It's basically just refraction.
Yep.
Emerald is psychic.
Yep, because screw you and everything within an immediate vicinity of you having coherent brain cells.
Emerald's what you do when you have someone who's playing a Totem of the Bear Barbarian, because they're resistant to everything but psychic. Just like, oh wow! A pissed off Emerald Dragon! Who would have thought? Roll for initiative.
To answer the questions about what is that noise in the background, Felix has a new toy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. Now, is this the Mage's Strixhaven Unearthed Arcana? Yeah, this is back when the colleges were going to be subclasses.
Yeah, then
they changed that. Now it's like an evolving feat.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh no, I like it. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I love in RPGs. It's when you get something and it starts out meh, like, oh, it's just a +1 sword, and then you can go and evolve it, and now it's like a +3 radiant holy saber.
That sounds very specific.
It's just what my mind made.
Oh, okay. Morning, darling.
I thought he was already awake.
He is.
Then why are you saying good morning again?
Because I can?
Okay, fair enough. You can only say it for one more hour anyway.
Yeah.
What is today supposed to be like, Mr. Forecast person? What?
Oh, nothing.
What?
The
What are we?
the autocorrect happened again.
It's. It always happens. Supposed to be cloudy as shit. Cloudy all weekend. And Monday it's gonna fucking rain. Tuesday it's gonna rain. Never knew drawing sneaker bottoms could be so complex.
I thought those are loafers.
Either way,
Yeah,
I've just been watching you try it, and I'm like, that looks complex.
yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait for next Tuesday.
Why? What's up?
Fizz bands!
Oh yeah.
And then we gotta record reactions to it.
Right.
Because I'm probably gonna be at work, so we can't do a live stream of it. But we can definitely record something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom. Alright, so I'll be back.
Right. I think it works. Maybe.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable!
You startled me. There is currently a
Oh.
fierce debate over what her quirk could be.
I have an idea.
Oh?
And since I saw Mumsy's things for Black and White, and saw something about creation, it reminded me of this old computer game, Black and White, where you were a god and you could make good or evil decisions. It was a thing.
Okay.
But one of your powers was the ability to create inanimate objects.
Okay.
So why not give her something kind of like Yaoyorozu,
But
slightly different. Instead of being able to just
pop.
make anything because of scientific knowledge of molecular levels, instead she can duplicate any inanimate object she can touch.
Right.
So, like, if she touches the school desk, she can hold out the other. If she touches the school desk with her white side or her right hand, she can make another one with her black side or her left hand.
Okay. Definitely seems interesting.
How it's utilized in combat is up to you, because I don't know. But I just saw the black and white and the creation thing, and I went from there. That was a fun little computer game.
Oh, God, Mumsy.
What do you do?
He is now covered in hot tea.
Jesus Christ.
In his defense, he was startled.
I'm not that startling.
It's more like your sudden presence.
After this, I gotta run over to the shop, drop some stuff off, clean out my car. Then I'm gonna grab Burger King because I earned it this week. And then I gotta mow.
You know what? Let's be fun with character design and keep the color dichotomy going down through the things she has actual choice regarding the colors of.
Sounds good. She's starting to look a lot like Tori from the why can't I remember the fucking name right now? Oh, from Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. She kind of looks like Tori.
That was not at all on purpose.
Yeah, just the white and the black are reverse sides, and a little less accessorizing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the first monochrome character I ever saw, so I kind of instantly go there when I see new ones.
Yeah. Impact was had.
Yes, especially since Tori was an adorable little thing, and I just wanted to keep her safe and give her head pats. The world can't hurt you now.
Aww. Don't mind me, I just quietly realized she needs something to hold the halo on.
Oh, you're not gonna make it just natural?
We've seen a lot of things in the world of My Hero Academia, but I don't think anything quite like that. Besides, it adds just a little something something.
That is a squiggly line.
It's not supposed to be perfectly straight, though.
Okay.
And for a little pop of color on her head, we're gonna have the accessory.
Yeah, be purple.
Yeah, because we're gonna have the accessory match her eyes.
Yes. 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 All hail the mighty purple.
There. Besides, it just lends a very sort of serious-looking character just a little bit of silly.
All hail the mighty purple. All hail the mighty purple.
I'd ask if you're okay, but I know what the answer is.
All hail the mighty purple. All hail the mighty purple.
For context, the answer's no. Here we go.
Big stretch.
Alrighty, so what else do we want to do with this character?
I can't think of anything that needs touched up on just by looking at her.
Okay. Yeah, I knew at least one part of her hair was gonna be white.
I do like the monochrome split.
Well, when we did the both, that included her having split hair.
No, it did not. It just said it was multicolored hair, and then they suggested like Todoroki's. You could have done highlights.
We're here now.
Yeah. Remember, everything's up to artist interpretation.
Yeah. Besides, I think the split looks cool.
Oh no, I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying you didn't make the good choice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and she does need a name. Oh, almost forgot something.
What would that be? Freckles!
There.
Get right up close to her eyes. Okay, so he's up there. There we go. I'm gonna translate something and see what I get, and I'll suggest that for a name.
Will this result in Common coming to visit and be like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know, but let's see what we get. No, that's not what I want.
Do I dare ask?
Okay. Okay, and then I need.
Oh, that's a.
Where do I see my history in this?
That is a corner of her jacket I forgot to nip out. All better.
So I just want to let you know she is definitely a kaiju Daku.
I'm going to pretend I know what that is, and you're going to explain it to me later.
Oh, I will explain it to you off stream.
Okay.
But for a name, since we do have a lot of names that we'd like to use. How about I?
Like just
AI.
okay, nice and simple. That'll work. There we go. So I guess the answer now becomes, now what?
I don't know. You got anything you need to do for the rest of the stream?
No.
Want to end it here?
Sure, why not? Thank you all very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now!
Are you waiting on me to say toodles, or did you end it?
I'm waiting on you, dude.
Oh, okay. Toodles!